Yeah, that's really how I'm feeling right now. Just to work on myself and things like that. Try to better myself as a person, as a dad.
Right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
I don't know. Maybe this could be the reason why Tank say he want to leave boxing. He gonna, tap out, stuff like that. He still hasn't fought Devin Haney, and that's not going to happen.
Gervonta Davis has finally broken his silence about retiring from boxing, revealing that he's had enough of the fame and constant spotlight. He shared that no matter what he says, it's always twisted or blown out of proportion, leaving him feeling misunderstood. Davis admitted he can no longer be his true self under public scrutiny. He also confessed that boxing no longer excites him the way it used to, calling it lame now, which played a big role in his decision to walk away from the sport.
Yeah, that's really how I'm feeling right now. Just to work on myself and things like that. Try to better myself as a person, as a dad, all around, human being.
Yeah. Is it the fame? Is it something that you just don't like all the attention? Or
yeah, I'm starting to shy away from the attention and things like that come with it.
Yeah, because it's like anything you do or say, it's all over the blogs. It's taken the wrong way. It's getting posted.
Yeah.
Like you can't even be yourself at this point.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. It's getting more so lame type of thing.
The real driving force behind Davis's retirement seems to be his increasing frustration with the sport itself. According to his team, he's been facing intense pressure and emotional strain, particularly due to an ongoing legal battle involving the mother of his children. The uncertainty surrounding the outcome of the case has clearly affected him. This stress has reportedly created a noticeable distance between Davis and boxing, thus contributing heavily to his decision to step back for now.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
As Gervonta has officially announced.
Now that Davis has officially announced his retirement, fans and analysts are reacting in all kinds of ways. The news started gaining traction after Happy Punch tweeted, "Gervonta Davis has reportedly retired from boxing after being effed up with the sport. Tank is retiring. Won't fight again," is what he's telling those close to him via Rick Glazier. While some were shocked by the announcement, others felt it was a reflection of the emotional burden he's been carrying inside and outside the ring. According to Blue Blood Sports TV, this might not be the end for Davis. They believe he's overwhelmed by personal and career-related problems, and that this retirement could be a tactic. One major reason could be his disinterest in a rematch with Lamont Roach, about he sees as low reward. Instead, he's said to be eyeing a bigger payday, possibly through a high-profile Netflix fight with Jake Paul, rather than staying with Amazon's promotion.
Gervonta Tank Davis retiring? No. Has he told people this? Yes. But this is nothing new. I told you the Lamont Roach Jr. fight was off. It was going to take place in June. He was not happy with the way things were playing out. He wanted to get to that Jake Paul bag with Netflix. That has nothing to do with Amazon. Jake Paul is in charge in that situation. Ain't gonna put that money in Tank Davis's pocket. I told you guys this. But you guys don't believe me. You always love to say I'm capping or hating on Tank Davis. No, I'm just telling you what's going on behind the scenes. Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to retire. He's frustrated. He may step away from the sport of boxing for a while. But again, he was already planning to do that before the Lamont Roach Jr. draw.
Even though opinions are split and speculation is still swirling, Gervonta Davis has officially made his retirement public. While many believe this could just be a temporary break caused by recent emotional and legal challenges, Davis himself has stated clearly that he's walking away for now. Whether this becomes a permanent move or just a pause in his journey, the future remains uncertain for the talented fighter as fans await what's next.
Tank Davis is retired? Superstar and legendary knockout artist Tank Davis has officially retired. Or so he claims. Tank Davis has had one of the hardest 18 months in boxing. See, first he just got out of prison. Then he had a fight with Lamont Roach that should have been a pushover, which afterwards he was going to negotiate a huge money fight with Jake Paul. But Lamont Roach had a great game plan and they ended up having a draw. That Lamont Roach probably should have won. It was a controversial no knockdown call. But now Gervonta Davis is once again facing jail time after some domestic abuse charges. So I really think this is temporary. He's probably just retiring for now, especially with all the legal fees this man's gonna need. Part of this is probably to avoid the Lamont Roach rematch and push that off if he can. But really, most of this is probably so he can focus on his legal issues. And then after all that is wrapped up, he's gonna get back into boxing. Boxers do fake retirements. It's just what they do. Especially after disappointing fights and doing legal troubles. Tyson Fury's in the middle of a fake retirement right now. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think he's really retired for good? Let me know in the comments.
Despite all the discussion and uncertainty, Gervonta Davis has confirmed that he's retiring from boxing. Bleacher Report tweeted, Gervonta Tank Davis announces he's retiring from boxing after 2025, signaling what seems to be a serious decision from the undefeated champion. Davis has been open about wanting to retire for over a year, citing his exhaustion with everything that comes along with being in the spotlight. He recently said that he doesn't even think about getting angry anymore, and that mindset alone shows how far removed he's become from the fighter's mentality. Former champion Antonio Tarver weighed in on the situation, sharing his concern about Davis's future. Tarver emphasized that talent alone isn't enough. Growth and guidance are equally important. He sees Davis's current struggles as part of a larger issue within boxing, said it's disheartening to witness such a promising star falter when a major fight was so close.
To see you right here in New York City, man. Always showing love. All right, so Jay Martinez with Fight Hood TV. So happy to see you once again. The biggest talk, let's jump into it. Obviously, we got a good weigh-in here in a moment. Yes. We got some good presser after this. The biggest talk that just happened moments ago, Gervonta Davis, jump into it, kind of, I wouldn't say it's a big shock to a lot of us, but, there's this mindset, the fight with Lamont's not signed yet. Apparently he's going to fight Jake Paul. Like, what's in and out of boxing right now?
Hey, man, I don't know, but, get these guys the bag so they can get the hell on if they not committed and dedicated to the sport. All they want is a bag. Give them a bag so they can go, bro. I mean, let these fighters that really want the shit, let's parade them. Let's get behind them. Let's support them. Let's build them. I'm not saying I don't know what happened. But I just hope and pray that young man get it together. He's at the top of his career, prime of his career. I would want him to be remembered more by the things that he's doing in the ring rather than out. But, sometimes you got to win in life, too, before you can get in that ring and win. And sometimes life is harder than any opponent that we could face. And I just hope he get it together, bro. I feel like a lot of these young men don't have no mentors, bro. It ain't no more handlers in the game, bro. It ain't nobody taking care of the camp. These guys out here on their own frequency, bro. And I just think there's no more leaders in the game, bro. They're not going to where that real energy is that can really humble these guys a little bit. We only got a short period of time to be professional boxers. This shit is over quick, bro. And you don't ever want to live with no regrets.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins has also spoken out, sharing words of encouragement for Gervonta Davis during this difficult period. Hopkins said he hopes Davis can put his legal troubles behind him and focus on rebuilding his relationship with the mother of his children. He stressed the importance of healing and staying mentally strong, offering advice that Davis should prioritize his family and use boxing as a way to recenter his life. Hopkins believes that focusing on the positives could help Davis regain stability both personally and professionally.
Being here with you. in Bernard Hopkins. Bernard, first of all, good to see you, my man.
Good to see you again. Yes,
good
sir.
to see you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, there's a lot
My
to
second
talk
home,
about.
brother.
I'm starting to say the same thing because I'm here
Yes,
almost
here
all the time.
In and
All the
out,
time.
in and out.
Bernard, a lot to talk about. Let's jump into it real quick.
Come on.
I'm sure you saw the news about Gervonta Davis being arrested once again. Just give me your thoughts.
Unfortunately, man, I hope he come out. You know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic violence thing, man, but I hope that, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first, and then career second. But I just wish both his ex-girl, his kid's mother, can get things together and look forward and be positive going forward.
Bernard, you think his head, is there right now with boxing? Do you think he just needs another mentor? What does he need? Because he's a great talent.
I don't know, and I don't know him that well.
Davis has begun opening up about his goals outside of boxing, revealing that he wants to become more grounded and emotionally present for his loved ones. He admitted that his past lifestyle and hectic career have often distracted him from what truly matters: his daughter and family. Now he's aiming to become more nurturing and present in their lives. Davis seems to be seeking real growth. His desire to heal emotionally and rebuild meaningful connections shows a shift in what he values most at this stage of his life.
What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing, back with a gem. Checked out the press conference yesterday. Watched the Rise podcast. 2 days ago, watched the Rise podcast response to it yesterday. And I just have to say, I see a lot of people think that, Tank is bluffing with the retirement talk. Could be. I doubt it, though. And I'm going to tell you why I doubt it. When he talked about wanting to seek therapy and the person he has to be in order to be the fighter that he is, and wanting to be a softer person, for his daughters, and wanting to seek therapy and become a better person and be with his children and lead the limelight, it seemed like a lot of emotion and passion in that. He seemed like he really meant what he was saying. There's a lot that comes with not only boxing, because, all fighters deal with certain things with being a boxer, physically and mentally. But he has to deal with being a celebrity, an international star on top of that. And I can't even imagine that pressure. So, things get old, your whole life gets scrutinized. No matter what moves he makes, it's going to be accepted by some.
The timing of Tank Davis's retirement seems deeply tied to recent life challenges. Just before what could have been a major rematch with Lamont Roach, Davis once again found himself involved in legal trouble. After being released, he announced he was stepping away from boxing. This time his repeated claims of being tired of the sport feel more final. After years of public expectations, pressure, and personal turmoil, Davis appears to be genuinely ready to move and to finally find peace outside the ring.
And the woman said that, hey, I looked at him and I asked him to help me, and he looked at me and he turned his head, jumped out of the car and ran, or whatever the case may be. So he has a history of doing things like this to women. Like facts. Whether you like it or not, whether you're a Tank Davis fan or not, you can't get around that. That's the truth. So now what's going to happen with the Lamont Roach fight? And better yet, what's going to happen, will that fight still go on? I don't know. They haven't announced it, made an official announcement yet. We know the fight is scheduled for next month, August, but it hasn't officially been announced yet. And we do know if that fight is announced, PBC will have reporters there to tell those reporters, look, if you want to have access to Gervonta Tank Davis, you better not ask him certain questions. This is what goes on in the media. See, a lot of these guys, they want access to the fighters, so they have to play ball. They have to go along with the get along just so they can get access to interview the fighter. Coach Malachi, I don't give a fuck about the access. Fuck having access to the fighter. I only fuck with those who fuck with me. If you're a fighter who fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. And then, we can do an interview. That's fine. I have no problem with it because I got love for you like that and vice versa. But if it's a fighter that don't like you or don't like me or whatever the case may be, I don't give a fuck. I don't try to fit in, in the square circles. If it's a square circle, you know what I mean? If it's a square in a circle, I don't try to fit in with squares. And if you ain't in the circle, I ain't trying to get in the circle. Do you get what I'm saying? So, however, of course, these reporters, that's what they're going to do. So now, as it relates to Lamont Roach, what does Lamont Roach do from here?